Hello, my name is Julia Ramirez, and I want to talk about the research that I did during my practicum. The title of my research is The Influence of English Communicative Approach in the Development of Oral Discursive Communicative Competence in 11th grade students of Manuel Quintero Penilla School in Cartago Valle. And the actor Juliet Milena Ramirez Patiño. I want to talk about the introduction about in my research. Okay, in this investigation, I developed the influence. I made an analysis about the influence of communicative approach in the development of oral discursive English competence in 11th grade students of Manuel Quintero Penilla School in Cartago Valle. The problems presented by the students in this institution had been evidenced in the acquisition of the discursive communicative ability of English and in the need to apply a contextualized method in their academic reality that helps them to speak adequately. Students in Manuel Quintero Penilla School had the need to speak English in a natural, fluent way within real situations that will help in the compulsory social service that they made during 11th grade. The objectives of my research are: the general objective was to investigate the influence of communicative approach of English language in the development of a communicative skill in 11th grade students of Manuel Quintero Penilla School. And the specific objectives were to determine how the communicative approach of English is related to oral discursive communicative ability of English of 11th grade students from Manuel Quintero Penilla School, and to analyze oral discursive communicative competence in 11th grade students from Manuel Quintero Penilla School. Okay, in the conceptual framework, I can talk about communicative approach. Millero said that communicative approach has to do with the use of the language rather than with properly linguistic knowledge to use in real situations. This is an approach that, in this case, help to achieve the goal of social service in this school, that is to help tourists in Cartago Valle. So students need to talk in a natural and fluent way with this tourist. Communicative approach has its origin from a student's needs and is considered a didactic proposal for teaching languages. And its purpose is to strengthen the communicative capacity of students. Communicative competence. The first to formulate a definition for a communicative approach was the ethnographer Heinz Zell. He stated that to use a language in addition to grammar, other elements must be known. He is the one who argued that in order to use language, it is only It is not only necessary to know grammar, but also that you must also know other aspects of the language. Mm, Communicative competence have linked strategies um, to skill and knowledge. Within this competition, you can find different classes. Linguistic includes the application of semantics, spelling, grammar, within multiple situations and contexts. And sociolinguistic that takes into account social norms, accents, and dialects. Okay, now I want to talk about methodology. This research was made through a qualitative approach with a non-experimental design. The relationship of the communicative approach in the acquisition of communicative English skill was examined through a descriptive investigation. The population were 20 students from the 11th grade from Manuel Quintero Penilla School and with age between 16 and 18 years old. The contest was Manuel Quintero Penilla School, that is a public institution that was funded with the objective of providing basic education in San Nicolas neighborhood in Cartago. The instruments used were survey of 8 questions and analytical observational study. The findings in this research were: it was observed that with the level of English that students currently have, is needed repetition and translation to understand the topics because students had basic elementary level in English. According to the results, the need to increase the early intensity of the subject could be evidenced because in nowadays this institution has 1 hour, 1 English hour for 11th grade. That is in the I think in this time students could get the level to speak fluent English. The almost null application of activities that imply the use of English language in real context was specified. The methodology that was used for this grade wasn't enough. The teacher didn't use real situations related with students, for example, with students. So I think this is a lack of maybe interest in to help the students to increase their knowledge in English. According to the results of the survey, it was evidenced that didactics are not carried out that stimulate the use of oral discursive skills such as forums, debates, among others. The activities that teacher made were writing, reading, but the students didn't practice speaking skill throughout this kind of activities. The students recognize that there is a good classroom environment both with the teacher and with the peers, which motivates them to express themselves. Most of students say that they enjoy their classroom and they felt good with teacher and classmates to express themselves in class. The need for application of activities and strategies that strain and develop oral discursive ability and its fluency was also evidenced. Uh, yes, because this is a need that students have because they need to achieve fluency and the objective of communicary approach is to give the tools that help a student to speak in a natural way English. As part of the conclusions in this case of this research were as part of the investigation, students were able to question the teaching process and also the learning process of English language in classroom. Through the survey, I could find that and conclude that the students questioned the teaching process to evidence some mistakes, and they want to they want that teacher apply other kind of methods to teach English. Within the research, the objectives that were established were achieved, since it was possible to investigate the influence that communicary approach has on the development of the communicative oral discursive ability in the students of the Manuel Quintero Penilla School. This was the objective of this research, to investigate how communicary approach influence the acquisition of knowledge in students of Manuel Quintero Penilla School. It was revealed that a change of English teaching approach is necessary within the institution with the aim of offering the discursive tools necessary to achieve such communicative ability. This is the conclusion that I found because through the actual method, students could then achieve the tools necessary. So I think it's necessary to change the methodology, the approach. These are the reference from this research. Thank you.